People who volunteer always say they experience rich rewards giving their time to others. And if that volunteer work involves children, well, the reward can be even greater. For 50 years now, volunteers have been working with Franklin County Children's Services, guiding and mentoring kids. It's an important role. Joining me now from Franklin County Children's Services are two directors of mentoring programs, Monique McCrystal, Malaika director, and Daryle Cobb, Simba director. And welcome to both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
50 years. Congratulations. That is wonderful.
Yes, thank you.
And Monique, how did this all start some 50 years ago where Franklin County Children's Services realized the value of the volunteer?
Well, it's extremely exciting for us to be celebrating 50 years of volunteer services. That in and of itself is just amazing. So 50 years ago, we had people who would call our agency wanting to volunteer with a child for the holidays. We had our Holiday Wish program, which just wrapped up, another amazing program that our department sponsors. And people would call and say, you know, I really want to give back to a child for the holidays. How do I do that? And we decided, let's do it year-round. It shouldn't just be for the holidays. Kids don't just need extra love and extra attention for Christmas. They need it all year. So that's kind of how our volunteer program came to be, and it has just taken on a life of its own and grown leaps and bounds over the years.
And two of the volunteer programs we're talking about today are the two mentoring types, and you're in charge of Simba. Can you explain what that's all about, Daryle?
Simba is a mentoring program specifically for young African-American young men who are involved with Franklin County Children's Services.
How old would you say are the kids, the teens that you work with?
Our age range from 8 to 18.
Give me an example of what you mean by mentoring and how the volunteers work with these young people.
Very simple. A mentor is someone who can take a young person and expose them to opportunities. It could be helping them with schoolwork. It could be exposing them to new things in their lives, taking them to a science event, taking them to a play, something that they've never seen, or even a professional sporting event.
Do you find that there are a lot of young people that don't have those kinds of opportunities unless somebody comes forward to offer them?
Yes, we have a waiting list specifically for the Simba program of over 90 young men.
Wow.
Who need someone to step into their life and help them.
So obviously volunteers are always needed.
Yes, yes.
And Monique, what about the Malaika program?
Same for Malaika. It is there just to provide a unique mentoring experience for an African-American girl who needs a positive female role model. I'm a firm believer that our girls they can't have enough positive female role models in their lives. And so many of our kids, particularly when you've experienced trauma, abuse, neglect, it's so difficult to see past your circumstance and realize that your life doesn't have to be defined by what you experienced when you were 8, 9, 10 years old. So our mentors are really there just to get them out of those difficult situations and show them that their life has options beyond what they're able to see today.
You both mentioned, and you did, that you're working with kids. What we forget are some of these children are in foster care. Mm-hmm. Some of these children have come from very difficult situations. Mm-hmm. So Daryle, I'm sure that they're looking not just guidance and mentoring, but a friend.
A friend, someone that they can depend on, someone that's specifically there for them, not to be a teacher, not to be anyone that's going to scold them, but someone that they can talk to, rely on, and be a friend.
And Monique, do you see that with the young ladies as well?
Oh, definitely. I often say our volunteers or mentors are typically the only person that's there with this child regularly that's not getting paid to work with them, and they're not their family. And so it creates a very unique and very special dynamic for our young people.
What kind of events would they do together? What would they share, Monique? Give me an example.
Well, for our girls particularly, we do a lot of programming that's focused on self-esteem and self-image. So we've done a yoga and art series that took place over the summer. We do a lot of self-reflection projects with the girls. We'll be starting a rites of passage programming at the end of March, which is very exciting for us. In general, our volunteer department offers a lot of different opportunities for our kids. So bowling parties and skating parties and pictures with Santa and back to school cookouts.
Fun stuff
that our kids miss out on.
And we have partnerships with the community. Some folks allow us to use tickets. We've gone to the Harlem Globetrotters. Mm-hmm. We've gone to Ohio State's football and basketball games because someone wants to give a young person an opportunity to be exposed to something different.
That's wonderful. Well, both of you obviously are still looking for volunteers. We've had the phone number up there, and we hope that someone who's watching today will think that they want to help a kid too. So we appreciate you both being here. And again, congrats on the 50 years.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.